It's the end of freshman year, and like any other 15-year-old girl, a lot has happened. Tests, drama, dances. But to me, none of that matters. I went through something amazing this year, and the way I look at life has changed. Summer's upon me, and it's going to be the best one yet.
Hookah shaka, hookah, hookah, hookah shaka, hookah, hookah, hookah shaka, hookah, hookah.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy.
It's the end of summer, and freshman year begins. No more sleepovers, no more movies, no more lazy days. I live alone with my dad. My mother left us when I was just a baby. He was one of the best things in my life. I never met my mother, but my father found ways to fill the void. Even though my dad tries really hard, I still have so many unanswered questions about my mother. I want to know what she looks like, what her voice sounded like, if she drummed her fingers like I did, and just learn about her. There's no pictures around the house. I guess my dad just doesn't like the thought of her, but sometimes I can't sleep at night. I have so many questions that need answers. There's a church right next to my house that is dear to my heart. One of my best friends, Pastor Dan, is always there. Many years ago, he introduced me to a rose bush planted by my mother. It was about the only thing that connects me to her. There was something special about that bush. No matter what season it was always in bloom. I walk down there as much as I can, but the days I can't make it, Pastor Dan waters it for me.
Charlotte reminds me of her mother. Happy, full of joy, and always a pleasure to be around. I've known her parents for many years, and after the incident with her mother, I've been fortunate enough to become her friend. I don't see her dad anymore. I just see his tears through her eyes. And I wish he would talk to me, ask for advice. But everyone has their own way of dealing with things.
After school was over that day, I went down to the church to water the bush. It's getting so big and beautiful. Now I understand my mother's love for them. I usually have a cup of tea afterward and chat with Pastor Dan. I ask him questions about my mom. What was she like?
She was a very beautiful lady with a very big personality like you.
Why did she plant the rose bush?
She loved everything about roses, the way they look, the way they smell, the meaning of love.
Pastor Dan, why did she leave my father?
That we'll never know.
He didn't really know as much as I hoped, but enough to get a picture in my mind. That night, while walking home, I thought about my mother. What happened to my rose bush?
Wow, I have no idea. Looks like maybe an animal got hungry.
Maybe.
Listen, Charlotte, I'm sorry. I've got a meeting I have to go to, but I promise you we will have tea tomorrow.
Is there anybody out here to find you? Is there anybody here who believes? Is there anybody out here to lead you back to your home when it's too dark to see? Maybe I need to look upon you in a different way than I to say the words I've been holding back. Maybe this time I won't run away. I know enough about you to wanna know everything, but I know it's gonna take time. All I want is to hold you. I should have told you it's on my mind long ago, but I can't find a way to.
Did you see her?
That
She
I
gave me this
need
rose.
See who? I don't see anybody there.
my word.
I swear she was right there. She must have left.
Charlotte, there's no one there. Let's just go.
Okay. I knew he didn't believe me. He thought I was crazy,
If you find
but I knew what I saw.
too tired to breathe.
Hey, Charlotte, I was thinking, we really haven't spent much time together lately. Would you like to watch a movie today?
Yeah, sure. What movie?
Well, I bought one last week. It's up in my bedroom. I'll tell you what, why don't you go get it while I'm cleaning up here? It's just right on my nightstand.
Okay. Dad, who was the woman in this photo?
That's nobody. Where'd you find this?
I was just...
Never mind, I'll just go get the movie myself.
It turned out he bought The Mummy, some movie from the late 90s. He was really enjoying it, and I pretended to, although I wasn't really watching it. All I could think about was that woman in the picture. Who was she, and why did my dad get so protective about it?
Hey, Charlotte. I didn't expect you today.
I want to talk to you about something. That's why I came here today.
Oh, have a seat. What's up?
I saw an old photo the other day of my dad and another woman. It looks like the ghost I saw. Do you know who it could be?
Charlotte, you didn't see a ghost. That's impossible. And where did you find the photo?
My dad's room.
Wow. I can't believe you kept those photos.
What?
Oh, nothing.
I went home that night, wondering if there were more pictures of her. I realized my dad has always told me never to go in the attic. His life is in there.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No.
I went back to the forest. I saw nobody there. Maybe I was too early. Maybe I just needed to wait for her. I waited for an hour, which soon turned into 2 and 3. It started to get dark out, and I thought I should probably head home. I was discouraged, but maybe she would be here tomorrow? I had my fingers crossed. I wanted to talk to her, ask her questions about who she was and why she was suddenly here. I got home, and dinner was on the table.
Charlotte, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I know that look. What's wrong?
I've just been wondering about that photo.
It's nothing, Charlotte. How was school today?
Dad, I'm not a little girl anymore. Was that woman Mom? Dad, I'm old enough to know.
Look, we've had this discussion before, and the answer's still the same.
You're going to have to tell me eventually.
You all done with that?
How could a ghost just come and leave like that? I continued coming for the next week or so, but she never came. I was loaded with schoolwork, tests, quizzes, homework. I kind of forgot about her.
It's been years.
I decided to walk down to the forest again, this time feeling nervous, but at the same time excited.
Why has Charlotte been going to the church more than normal and ignoring her friends? Something must have happened. I'm going to follow her. I need to know what's going on.
Suddenly, I looked up and there she was, with the sun shining on her beautiful face. I wasn't scared this time. I had too much to ask her. Who are you?
Charlotte, I'm your mother.
On and on and on and on. Well, it's been years since we whispered soft with the torchlight on and the big light.
You never told her?
We were tired boys.
I didn't know how, Sarah.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Charlotte,
fall asleep.
your mother didn't really leave us. She died in childbirth.
So all this time you made me hate my mother when she never did anything wrong? How could you do this to me?
On and on and on.
I didn't want you to feel guilty or feel bad for what happened. None of that was your fault.
And on.
I couldn't take all this in. Thoughts were shooting through my mind uncontrollably.
'Cause we circles.
So why are you here now?
I'm here because you found that box of photos, and I knew it was time to visit.
I couldn't be mad. I had finally met my mother. We spent hours talking that night. All my questions that had built up for years were now pouring out of me, and she told us she had to leave, had to go back to where she came from. I didn't want her to leave. Tears rolled down my face and I couldn't control myself. I wanted her to always be there, to come back to our family. She told me not to cry. She would be back sometime.
Clock tower's gone and the big light dims. We'll no longer be boys. We'll have lines on our skin, and they'll throw our dust to the wind.
Everywhere you look in my house now, there are pictures of my mother on every wall and shelf. My dad no longer has to hide and pretend she didn't exist. He started going to church again, and Pastor Dan and I still talk every day. Now my dad comes with me every day to water my mother's rose bush, hoping she will maybe come back, although we know in our hearts that isn't going to happen. She may not have been visible, but her spirit is here and holding our hearts forever. This truly had been the best year ever, and I had God to thank for that.
Okay, to not always be sure exactly where you want to go. And love may not be the cure, that's something I'll never know. Oh, but show a little faith in me, I'm standing right in front of you. And show a little faith in me over the passing of time. Oh, my natural compulsion to try and swap kindness for truth. It's something inside me, maybe one day I'll cut loose. But don't look for perfection, love pushes all that away.
Whatever take it is, it's about to rain. In 1, take 4. Wanda, have fun. Okay. Start over.
Sorry, there's something.
There's a spider. I was
Freaking out here.
here.
She mentioned it just as you call action. There's a spider on your jacket.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Wet pan, take 3. Down, you gotta do it in the camera. And again. Close to his face. I'm just kidding. Alright. Run! Let's go! Just keep it going, just keep going. And inside, go! Walk. It's not raining. Alright, come back!
I have another spider out here.
Oh my god, they're breeding on me. They're gonna get you! Just kidding.
Like as loud as possible. Clap, really loud.
3, 5, 6.
Try again. The lines and clap it.
Scene 3, take 3.
Good job.
Did you? Ready, do your dancing. Action.
Scene Jeffrey walking down. We'll call this scene 7. Sharon, can you get out of the way? Can you step to the side? Sophie walking while Jeff is raking for the first time in his life. Take 1. Action.
I found an old photo the other day of my dad and none of the women.
A what? Are you okay?